In this video, we will continue to prepare our views and so our drawings in Revit for the final layout with the use of the sheets. So before we get into that final part of creating sheets and organizing the layout and how our project will be displayed, we're gonna focus more here in this video on how we can add some more information, which basically are here in the annotation ribbon or annotation panel. And this information, they usually concern the dimension. So basically showing how long it's a particular wall or interior walls, exterior walls, and also showing up other measurements basically. And also we will see how we can create details, which means that we're actually gonna draw them like we used to do in AutoCAD or other CAD application. Now, Revit can go pretty into details. For example, here we created a plan view 1 to 50 with a really large scale, and you can see that right here something is missing. So usually when we get lower than this, so like for example 1 to 10 or 1 to 5s, or actually in real world scale, which is 1 to 1, we need to show everything. So this is not possible using the level of details. So we can go from coarse to medium to fine, but if we need to go more in details, we need to create them basically just like we did in other software, but we have some extra tools here that are always really helpful that I'm gonna show you. And of course we can insert text and tags. Tags are pretty important in architecture because they will show us again information about a particular family, could be a door or a window or a room. And also we will see how we can create rooms and create different rooms inside an apartment in this case, but usually you can do this in any building. You can create rooms and do a quick calculation of the area, which is going to be in square meters in my case, but you can change the units. Remember to change the units here in manage project units. If you don't use meters or the metrical system, you can change it to feet or inches and so on. So this is for the area right here. And also we will see again what rooms and area will be like, and also how we can color our project with color schemes. So let's get started, and let's start with the easiest thing, which are the annotations. So I'm gonna start with the ground floor here on this one, 1 to 50, and let's zoom in this area. So let's start with the standard annotation. We already know how to create annotations. You can either click on a particular family, like a wall like this, and a temporary annotation is gonna appear. You can click on this grip and drag it there into the edge, and click on this other one and apply it right there. And then if you like this dimension, you can click here and this is gonna stay there. So this is the first way you can create annotation. The other way is just by going to select the annotation command and start. So for example, but look what happens here. This is really important. If I want to create here annotation on this wall, it's gonna snap to the central axis, so in the middle of the wall, and that's not something that it's used to do. Usually we take the measure from exterior edge or interior. So I'm gonna go in the exterior edge first and press tab and click. So again, go here, go above that line, press tab, and when the exterior edge is highlighted in blue, I can click and create my dimension right there. So this is how it's gonna work. And usually when you do external annotations, you can click here, and this is kind of full length of the project. And also I used to take the measurement also from here to here. So this is the overall length, and usually these are placed outside. Well, I think that everyone has its own method, but this is just to show you real quick. Now, another thing we can do here is to go in the interiors. So I'm gonna press tab, tab again, tab again. You can see that you need to press tab, otherwise it's gonna always snap in the middle there. Well, you can do that if you want. Otherwise, this is a really important command. So just tab, 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 and there you go. And then let's make just another one here, just to have the basics. Okay, now let's move on. Angular is gonna find the angle between two lines. So I'm gonna click on this line here, and again, let's try to press tab. Okay, let's get the external. So you can see here, I can get this angle here or any angle that you are interested in. Now I'm gonna go to site. I want to add a tree here into the scene. Okay, because I want to use this to have another type of dimension, which is the radial and diameter. So in this case, you need some arc or something that is gonna have a circle as a construction line. So you can see here, this is diameter and this is the radius. Again, this is all about the metrical system. If you want to change it, you can do it. And you also have arc length. So in this case, you need to select the beginning and the end of an arc. So you can do this also here, perhaps. So this is gonna be beginning, end, and there you go. And then you have spot elevation. Now this one, it's used in sections or elevation. So we have a section here. Let's just create another one. So I'm gonna go to view and create another section, which is gonna go from here to here, and double click. There you go. Now also these are annotations here when you create sections or other views, but these are gonna be empty tags, empty signs until we create the sheets, and so we will find a number there of the sheets where this section is gonna be placed in. So first thing, I'm gonna switch to find, and so this is the section. I can find a lot of issues here. For example, this wall doesn't get to the roof, so I cannot touch it right away. So I always find a lot of things to fix when I do sections and things like that. So I will go to annotation, create a spot elevation. So for example, I want to know here the apex of my roof, and maybe I want to know this one here. So just click and to place the arrow and then click again. And maybe this could be like, I don't know, the point where I can place my first floor. Doesn't have first floor, this section here, but just to make you an example. Or also here, I want to know where my ground floor is. Okay, so it's kind of working with layers, but we are not, or levels, but we are actually using a simple tag here that we can use only in this view.